Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. I'm the MysteriousJG. Last time I mentioned my love-hate relationship with the game. Part of it is the fact that I'm pretty sure what RPG I'm playing after this, and I'm looking forward to it, but I think there's a lot of this game left to go. And I was just thinking, actually between videos too, that this game seems really long. And it's a weird thing to complain about when you go pay good money for an RPG. Because back in the day, man, you would expect one computer game purchase to last you a long time. And especially an RPG game. You weren't supposed to just finish that in a weekend. So it's a weird thing to be complaining about. And I think part of my issue is that if I was just full-time, this was like the only thing I was playing or even LPing, I would be through it by now. But I keep just, you know, putting a little bit into it at a time while I'm doing all this other stuff. And, you know, if I like those marathon sessions of Mass Effect 3 were marathon Tales of Vesperia sessions, I'd be done by now. Although I can't help but notice when I looked at Lethal Feline's page, he had a playthrough of this where it's on his channel and he's doing co-commentary, but somebody else is actually playing the game, I think. Yeah, they had wrapped it by this point. So they're either skipping side quests. I don't think what I'm doing now, pausing the game and just chatting away at you guys. Some of you guys like that, some of you guys don't. I don't think I'm doing enough of it to like extend the LP by like 20 plus videos. So, at any rate, every time I sit down and start playing the game, I get into it, and then I have this weird block where I don't want to play it again for a long time. So we'll see what happens to this time. But we're getting close to Zaphius, and I feel like some plot shit has to go down when we get there. So we'll see. We will see. In the meantime, poor Repeat's just not getting a whole lot of love and attention. Let's keep him in the party. Let's keep Raven in to be our healer. And that basically means we got to decide between Judith and Carol. I'll always pick Judith. Oh no, but I didn't actually mean to take Repeat out. So this becomes our party, and I'm good with that. In theory, I should be playing as other characters to unlock their attacks and stuff. There's a side quest coming on much later in the game where you go to like the Colosseum and fight in this massive melee. Apparently, if you've learned all of Rita's special techniques, she's completely broken and overpowered and can just do it with no skill required at all. Anyone else requires you to actually be able to play the game a little to succeed. But I don't know. We'll see when we get there. What arts is Yuri? Is there something I should be unlocking? I'm probably really supposed to be using Azure Edge a lot more than I am. Because like you use that a lot and it gets really powerful. I've had people not complain so much, but just like wonder, why aren't you using Azure Edge? It's like the best thing ever. Maybe I should actually switch this up to being Azure Edge. And then up and whatever can be Guardian Field. Yeah. So anyway, I think we can actually... Well, I saw that. That's what made me start thinking about Giganto monsters. There's got to be a way to get over there and fight it. Huh.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it. I gotta try and keep up.
That's Azure Blast. I thought I was...
Resound, O cry of victory!
Did I screw something up? I'm doing Azure Blast instead of Azure Edge? Oh, do I have something equipped that changes it to Azure Blast? What the... I'm just trying to do Azure Edge, and I'm getting Azure Blast. Well, maybe I could make my Azure Blast stronger, too. Yeah, I don't feel like fighting you, but I'm gonna do it anyway, apparently.
That was so easy.
It's actually kind of boring. Still don't know how we get to that apparent Giganto monster. But I'm trying to just get out of here, so that's fine. What way do I go to get out of here? Alright.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh?
Well, you are gonna die. I mean,
Who's next? Not too shabby for an old man, right?
Judith is making some pretty crazy noises there. Pachoo, pachoo. Waka waka waka. Oh no, I missed a dialogue thingy, didn't I? There we go.
Hey,
What's
Hey.
up, old man?
I want to
Oh man, take it.
you know,
Sorry.
about Estelle.
Killing her.
We're all floating in the same boat, right? Care to share?
Well, you're
I'm not sure I
the
won't
crew
lose my
without a
nerve if I
paddle.
start talking about it now. You're just gonna have to bear with me till the time comes.
You're prepared to do what's necessary, but you haven't given up hope.
Yeah, pretty much.
That about sums it up.
I guess that's your style. But don't try to take it all on by yourself, all right?
It's weird hearing kind words from you, Raven.
He's usually pretty nice when he's not being a big horn dog. No, I mean, Raven's not like evil. He's just kind of a bit of a horn dog. Alright, so... Nah, damn it.
Oh, there's no challenge at all.
I guess I'll go easy on them.
That was so easy.
I'm learning all sorts of Azure shit. Apparently, I should have been using Azure techniques a lot more than I have. The hell is Azure... Now what did I learn? Azure Blast. That's what I've been doing. Again, skill details. Azure Storm. I'm learning new stuff and not even knowing what it is. There's too many freaking Azures. Azure Storm. Unleash an explosive shockwave. That's Azure. Oh, I think I've learned that permanently now, where I can just use it. That's what it is. Well, past secret missions have involved hitting an enemy and breaking through its barrier while it's stunned. So, Azure Blast seems like a good technique for doing something like that. So maybe I'll keep going with that. Now this should be died on hold over here if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not mistaken. So you guys don't really seem all that worked up about what's happening at the Capitol. Nobody running around in a panic. You should stay away from Zaphius. We knights are planning an operation to arrest the rebellious commandant. Oh, I'm having one of them paranoia attacks. Am I recording? Yes, I am. They did mention back in Halor that this would be where the army would gather to plan its counterstrike, so that makes sense. If I were... I don't know, though. I mean, if I was evil dude, Alexei, if I was planning a military-type strategy to take over, I'd probably want to make sure the nearest strong points were held by my forces. But he's got like crazy magic shit he's doing. He might not care. There's a vendor. We should be safe here, right? Welcome. What can I help you with today? Alright, well. He is selling apple bottles, magic lens. I'll restock magic lenses, I guess. Doesn't seem to have upgraded any of this stuff. We could do synthesis here, but we can do synthesis almost anywhere. World seller. Good day. What's today's suggested synthesis? Limit quartet? I think I've already got that, don't I? Yeah, I must have. Giant scroll. Use it on days you feel like becoming a ninja. Or being a ninja. That's every day. These are just silly accessory things. The real knight's sword. The straw mask. A sword granted to ranking knights. It is only a gift to those who have accomplished many feats of valor. We might already have this. An eye patch. Yeah. Maybe I will check this out of time.
The capital's like this, and Estelle's power's been released. The world might be done for.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Oh, the gloom. Rita, darling, how can you be so gloomy?
Oh, Raven, you are
Okay,
an odd
first,
one.
never call me darling. Second, excuse me for not being as optimistic as you.
Hey now, old Raven's not without his own worries.
Oh, really?
Sure, but what's the point of
For
getting all
example,
down?
my
We're doing all
oversized
we can to
prostate.
make this work out, right? You just gotta believe in yourself. Wait, that's basically a Rita trademark, ain't it?
Okay,
She's
fine,
pretty
you're right.
stuck up.
Do No! How could I let you outsmart me?
There now.
See, the emphasis on you and me is not as strong as the
That
text
little
would
genius
suggest.
doesn't lose that attitude.
Aw, a special moment between those two. Let's see if we can get a, Man, limit bottles cost a lot of items that I think have much better uses. The real Knight Sword, we don't have one yet, but we could have one, but it's... It teaches skills that I don't think he currently has. I've only got one Shadow Fang. Oh. Well, that makes sense that I've only got one Shadow Fang, because it's the Iron Maiden. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Excellent. It doesn't teach any skills? Maybe it teaches skills for... Oh, well, no, they can't use it. This is for Estelle. Okay, well, we'll come back here with Estelle and see. This is... Yeah, there's a lot of different cool shit I can be getting here that I couldn't get before. This is another one that's probably for Estelle. Maybe I just need to come back with Estelle. Let's see if I care about the skills. Increase physical attacks slightly when HP is more than 75% of max amount. Increase physical attacks when HP is less than 25% of max amount. Those, I don't know how many points they take up, but those sound pretty good. Although it's like slightly. Add 2 more hits to a regular attack. Oh, I like that. Mitigates damage from a basic combo attack. Increase agility by 15%. Well, I don't see a downside to this. I've got plenty of those. They were drops from the previous dungeon. I don't think they're used for much of anything else. This one, my only problem is, do I need the Shadow Fang for something else? Is there something I haven't learned from the Shadow Fang that I should be learning from the Shadow Fang? I already know Super Chain 5, right? What about the kid? Does he already knows Super Chain? Whatever. He can't equip the Shadow Fang, so he couldn't learn it from the Shadow Fang anyway. Oh, I switched his weapon back to the Dame Nomos, but then died, so I didn't actually keep that save. That would explain it. If you've learned... Yeah, now I'm like, if you learn the skill, what the hell happens? There's like... In this screen, how do you know that you've learned it already? Super Chain 5. Does it come up as a skill that I should be able to use? Yeah, it does. Alright, let's go ahead and get the pumped up version of the ooh, Vagabond +1. Scanning, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. There was no reason not to do that, actually. Because that was his best weapon, and it was what he was using, and he wasn't learning anything new from it. Crimson Phoenix. There's stuff he could be learning from this. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time worrying about that. Sorry, guys. I want to sort of keep on focus here, and I'm already in danger of not doing that, but... Wow, there's different variations on the Queen Whip. OVL Taunt 2. Big issue being, of course, that to get them both, I don't think I can turn this into this. Yeah, these ones where there's 2 different ways to evolve it, I don't know how you get them both. Avengers Scroll. None of these are actually doing better damage than what she's got. Twinkle Star. But I probably should be working on the awesome techniques that they make available to me. Dragon Tooth. Spears I'd be more interested in for her. Here we go. These are all not as good as what she's got. Could do a Tabar +1. And I think we had decided that we were going to do a it's the Flamberge. The real Knight Sword. I already got one, and the Shadow Fang +1. Didn't see a reason not to do that. So now what should everyone have equipped? Well, he's learning new stuff from the Bar +1, so we'll keep that for now. I didn't get anything new for you, did I? You already have the new thing that we got, and I didn't really do too much shopping for anyone else. Okay. Boo boo. A boo boo. This is the storage for the hold. Fortune's Market manages the warehouse. It's really messy, so I'd prefer if you didn't go in. But we're the experts at fixing problems like that. Did we already do that one? Maybe that's the very first one we did. So I think the like side thing Dracky the Dork wants me to do involves going back up on the roof, and I don't even remember how I did that. It wouldn't be right to grab an apple. Haven't had any word from Zaphius. Well, no, you wouldn't have, would you? He really doesn't know what's going on, does he? Outside visitors prohibited from entering the station. Good luck with that. Seriously, you did nothing about this. Maybe I'll have a boss fight with him when I try to leave, and he's like super powerful. But anyway, we have to come up here and talk to our old friend Duke. It's our old friend Duke.
You?
I'll kill you.
It seems you were not able to stop her.
Well, we're still working on it, buddy. Thanks for the sword, by the way.
What are you talking about? We're just getting warmed up. Now you just sit and watch like a good boy.
I don't understand why you're using that kind of attitude with him, but...
Yuri, don't be rude. He lent us the sword.
Yeah, let's see him try to take it back.
Yeah, you're right.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you smile at a time like this?
Why do you insist on not being rude?
I'm just a wild and carefree kind of guy.
Foolishness.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Can't help it, I guess. I was born like this.
I was born standing over 6 feet tall.
Let's go.
We can tell. On the outside, he might not get angry or flustered or cry, but we can tell.
Yeah, I don't cry as a regular rule, but people can tell that I'm crying on the inside. I'm a sad clown.
And right now, he's so frustrated it's all he can do not to scream.
Or cry like a little girl.
But Yuri keeps all that hidden away, so it looks like there's nothing wrong. And for me, now, when I see no hope at all, his attitude is why I can still stand up and fight.
I didn't ask.
Carol, what's the holdup?
I'm chatting with the crazy weird man.
I'm coming!
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know, you look bored.
Yeah, you're right. Someday I'll tell him myself.
That's not what I meant. All I meant was shut up and leave me alone.
Someday.
True friendship.
Is boring to me.
However, the time will come when hope turns to despair.
Oh, light a fucking black candle and write some poetry, Duke, you douche nozzle.
I wonder if the world will benefit if Prince Yoder becomes emperor.
Prince Yoder will.
Who knows?
What kind of weak answer is that? I thought you'd be at least a little optimistic.
You're evading the question,
Well,
Yuri.
have Flynn around. That should help things a little.
But only a little?
I'm not so wide-eyed and innocent to think that major change is going to happen overnight.
Major Change is
sounds
my
like
favorite
you,
member
alright.
of Cobra. So, I don't really think there's any other reason to come to Diodon Hold. Got some new gear, though. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, we could poke around a bit more, but, anything new to say? Yeah, great. Boo boo. Boo boo. we're all fully healed up, so... Wasn't there a way before to get over here? Yeah, and, like you follow this path around and... Cabin? Oh no, I don't need to stay, but... Facilities, military, hold, this helps him, yeah. Yeah, there was, like, people down here, and... Wasn't this the first place we met, like, the lady who's in charge of the Guild of Merchants or whatever? Yeah. Guess we'll save real quick. Yeah, anyway. So it's fairly easy to see where the capital is under its new Doom Dome. We need if the regular monsters were like scared to even come close to the city now.
It's hard to believe we're really in the capital.
There's like plants. This isn't what the capital used to be like.
The plants are all overgrown. It's gotta be the air.
Are we gonna face like creepy plant enemies now?
It's so dense. Too much of this stuff would kill anybody.
Especially you, Carol.
We'd definitely be in trouble without that sword.
Is this... Oh, but I wasn't equipping it, no.
Yeah, stick close to me. Especially you, old man.
Hey, it's like that, field effect protection from the miasma in that Final Fantasy game that Bean and Bobo and I played a few videos of and never bothered to post.
Hey, I've been on pins and needles since we got here. Hold my hand, would you?
Oh, you're a creepy fucker.
Give me a break.
Look!
Monsters got in here.
is a party dude. Sorry, give me a break. Always spawns that phrase.
How? The barrier is back up and running fine.
Yeah, everything's perfect about the barrier. You can tell. The whole city's just wonderful and...
They look like they're going crazy, like the ones we saw back at Cave Mock.
Yuri, what is it?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
I'm just feeling that murder boner come on as I think about killing Estelle.
Let's go. We can't keep Estelle waiting.
She needs to die now.
The lower quarters at the bottom of that slope. It's his home.
Well, yeah. Oh.
It looks like it's been overrun by the plants.
Anybody who's still alive down there is in desperate pain. So, yeah.
You think he could stand to be a little less cold and prickly all the time?
Fuck you, Vita.
I know he's worried about the lower quarter, and we all want to wring Alexei's neck.
But his attitude really leaves a lot to be desired.
Right from time to time.
What's all right about it?
The fact that he acts like this, knowing the tension it causes, is a sign that he's softened. The old Yuri would never have let us see that he was upset about something.
It's hard to stay
How
emotional.
much has he
when your
changed?
friends penalize you like you weren't even there.
You guys have been hanging out together for like a week or two, right? These are probably new enemies? I'm not even sure.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh?
Ah, okay, so this is a new enemy type. The fact that he said that rather than acting like they were loser jobbers also suggests that, yeah, these are going to be... Oh, that's interesting. We can actually see their... Oh, because Repeat has the Analyze skill.
That wasn't too bad.
Especially now when I started yelling, Azure! 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 So the bears that we saw might be more difficult if they actually show up outside of the cinema. So this is interesting. With that skill, we can now see the hit points on enemies that we have analyzed before. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. That was a goof. I really didn't mean to overlimit there. I was trying to do a different skill.
Rend the infinite darkness.
So we'll get to see this.
Crush my enemies to nothing. You're dead. Savage warrior. I'll
Might
cut
have-
down any enemy who gets in our way.
Might have been a bit of overkill there, Yuri, but... Yeah, I think that was a little bit of overkill, Yuri. So we got these limit bottles. I guess I'll use those, because we don't use them that often. I believe you can purchase them in stores, so they're not, like, super rare. It was completely the wrong button I was pressing there.
This'll make good practice.
Don't get careless. Shining Dragon Swarm!
You know what? I'll use another one of these things. But that's it. We'll get the rest of it on our own.
Oh, the time has come to say goodbye.
Time has come to say goodbye. Now we got medium bird feathers, so that's... You like... Okay, I'm trying to like sneak up on this thing.
Oh, there's no challenge at all.
Oh, maybe these guys aren't... well, they're still air sick, but...
Don't get careless.
Was I a little hard on you?
Are you talking to me or the enemies? So I don't think we can go to the lower quarter. No. Lower quarter's blocked off. Yeah, I mean, is this what Alexei had planned for the city? Okay, so there is one of the bears. Bad news bears. There we go.
We got a head start.
Our strategy worked.
Seems to be kind of a lot more enemies than I thought when I attacked one bear. Oh, they're egg bears too. So we should be able to get like rare item drops from them that we need to do a quest. I'm trying to do my little... Oh. Dark Chase? Well, we're running out of...
Better than this.
Yeah, bitch. You learned to resist, too, and Lucky Soul, so that's good. Not really coming into a lot of hit point trouble, although Raven's probably helping with that. But it's Repeat and Judith who are ripping through their TP like nobody's business. Interesting. Anyway, quick check Raven's equipment. No, Raven's equipment. And he's still got more stuff to learn from the Falcon Needle, so that's fine. I think it's actually time to call it a video, though, so we will do that. And when we come back, we will continue to fight our way through the capital city. It doesn't really feel like the end of the game quite, but yeah, it could be. I mean, we are dealing with the ultimate villain who's trying to destroy the world using Estelle's powers, so I don't know. Then again, I've been calling for the end of the game since we fought the guy who we knew when we defeated him we get the aqua blastia back. And as you can see, that whole get an aqua blastia to help the lower quarter thing, in the long run, wasn't that important. The lower quarter is toast. Or, you know, it's like the roots for a giant plant. At any rate, I'm the MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.